So welcome everyone to round 10 of PAFR season 5. We are today here at the Temple of Speed at Monza. With qualifying already with only 15 minutes to go, I was waiting to start the commentary as the stream was sent in a bit late. I think we have one viewer already, so yeah, this he could hear our start of the stream. Our welcome to the drivers here, but anyway, we will go on. Of course, the first 30 minutes are not that important. You know that you can see no one has yet set a lap, but we're gonna go on board now with BB, who is on his out lap and is about to start his first flying lap. The man that is leading the championship now by a comfortable margin, I'll say, and also cause his rivals are not racing today. I guess that would be Muffin and Paco, who I think at this point will be the only ones that would be challenging him for the championship, but they are not racing today. I've also met his Mela, of course, but he is far behind. I think now in the standings, BB has the gap on him, so I think BB is most likely gonna become the PAFR Season 5 champion, as it's looking right now. BB already on a lap, coming into Lesmo to finish sector 2, still finish that final DRS zone of the track. Already up into A0, of course, the track with the less braking points, I think you could say. 4 straights on Monza at the most. 53.5, I think, if I'm not wrong, in sector 2. Now it's gonna come into a line in the final straight. Mela has set at 20.0. Can now BB go ahead of that? Coming into Parabolica, no sorry, Parabolica, I'm a bit sleepy. I think it is Parabolica. And coming into a line and goes, no, actually goes turbo lap, goes 6 fastest at 20.7. Not a good lap at all for BB there, but of course he will have more chances to improve. Mela leading now comfortably by 4 tenths at the moment, but this is just the start of qualifying. Ben goes in the second, actually a really good qualifying moment for Ben right now, up into second place. 20.4, I think we usually don't see him that high there on that. Yeah, the first place is on the grid. Apples up into third, just the same 1,000 behind, and Irvine out before also just the 1,000 behind, and BB has retired. BB has crashed out at Lesmo. That is definitely not good. I think that might mean a last place start for BB, or definitely out of the top 10. I see a lot of people improving here, but it was a bad mistake. But you know, Monza is not a difficult track to overtake, at least on the game, so I think BB can definitely charge his way through the field on the race and might make things a bit more interesting here in terms of the show, as well, he's been dominating the last couple of rounds, or always been there up front, so yeah, might made it a bit exciting, a bit more exciting there at the front. Yuri goes now second fastest, 20.0. Just some thousands lower than Mela there for first place. Following out Cool Guy, the man that's had a lot of struggles this season due to, well, many accidents on the first rounds. Now looking into improving that, coming into the final corner to Parabolica. And into a line he goes, and no, actually he's gonna come into the pit lane. Actually he's gonna come into the pit lane. I think the lap wasn't good. Elge, we follow Elge through Lesmo and into the second DRS zone. And coming into Ascari is gonna be a 53.6, I think. I think that's similar to what BB did previously when we were following him through that part of the lap before coming out into Parabolica, and it's gonna be for him down into 5th gear for the exit of the corner. Doesn't go lower like we saw Cool Guy did before. coming into the line, and it's gonna be Perez. It's gonna be a 20.6, a better time than what Bibi did. That puts him up into 8th fastest. So as you can see, possibly Bibi is not gonna be making it into the top 10. Already down into 9th place, and we still have 8 people that have not set a lap on this qualifying session. Of Ivo, oh, Ivo's in the wall. Ivo in the wall and round, no front wing at all. And FRL Charlie, that is making, I think, his first race of the season, goes up into 3rd place for 20.3. Not a bad lap at all for Charlie there. Just 3 tenths behind our 2 leaders. And then 1 tenth ahead of Ben. Ivo is still with no front wing, still to make it into the pit lane. Mirismel, I think, is on another run. We're gonna go on board with the man that's now leading the pack. And about to start his second flying lap, coming into turn 1. Matches almost the 350 kilometers per hour there. Taking the nice turn 1 corner. Gets a nice exit out of it. He's gonna take all of the outside curve there, even on the full speed straight. Moving 1 tenth in sector 1, is gonna go by the outside. He's gonna take the inside curve. He's gonna go now a bit into the outside, into the next one. A little slide there. Tiny slap, but I think it didn't cost him time. Coming into Lesmond once again, taking the outside curve. He's gonna go to the outside once again and goes down to 4th gear. Very low on gears there, in my opinion, for that corner. I guess you go into 5th gear normally there. We're taking a bit of lifting there from the back marker. We don't call it that way. Improving 2 tenths in sector 2. Now coming into Ascari. A little slide, I think, once again, but managed to hold it nice and clean on the track. And now coming into the final straight. No DRS here, even though it's a long straight. They haven't put a DRS zone in here. Coming into Parabolica now. Down into 5th gear only, as most people do. Coming into more of the inside of the track, and into the line he goes, and it's gonna be a 19.6, improving almost 4 tenths what he did previously. A good time there by Mirismela, and we'll have to see how Yuri will react to that, if someone else will be able to match that. Following Matt on this lap on 15th place. Down into 5th gear once again for the Parabolica corner. And into the line he goes, and it will be a 20.6, 8th fastest. We're gonna follow Cool Guy now into his lap. I think one of the drivers that can definitely aim for a really good time today here. Maybe why not a win? I think a Cool Guy win would mean a lot for him after the hard season he's had. But we'll have to see if he is on the pace or not. Of course, Monza, I think, is an easy track to follow. So if he managed a P2 finish on the grid today, might have been a good place to win it on the race. Of course, there's no mistakes are part of his race. But once again, we come into the end of sector 2. He's also gonna go down to 4th gear for the corner. We already saw him go down to 4th gear for Parabolic corner before, which I think most people don't do. And it's a 53-0, a purple sector 2 for Cool Guy there. Into the exit of Ascari, I think he got a nice one there. He's gonna get into 330 kilometers per hour, I guess. Yes, he does. Even more than that, a bit more than that. Down into 4th gear once again and taking the corner a bit wide. Oh, a little slap there into the exit of the final corner, and he's gonna come into the line and he's gonna make it up into 2nd place. Nice lap there by Kulgan. As I said, by starting this race in 2nd, he puts himself in a good position to try and win it then. Just some thousand ahead of Yuri, who will also be improving. Yuri is coming in the line. Yuri coming into the line. And how much is he gonna improve? He improves 1/10. Goes 3rd fast in Urbina. Urbina's on a mega lap there for himself. 19.7, just 30 thousandths lower than the leader Mirismel, and goes 2nd fastest. That demotes Cool Guy into 4th place. And as I'm saying, this BB is being demoted already into 11th place. It actually survived there in the top 10 for a while, but now it's already out of it. And I think it can still be getting a good qualifying position, or well, good for, you know, not that bad. Another 20th place start. And Ivo once again in the wall, and I think he can't get out of here and he's been disqualified. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen. He might have got stuck in a curb, I think, because he cannot get the car out of there. Yeah, he cannot get the car out of there. Of the, I think that's a Scary. Yeah, Ivo totally stuck there. It's gonna be disqualified and starting last. If I'm not wrong, that was Scary, I think. Anyway, there was another Spinala there by a Ferrari. Yeah, Spinala there by Mosquito. With no front wing at all. And we're getting some comments in the commentary box, so before the last 2 minutes, I guess we are gonna go and have a read on that. Let's quickly go into it, and then we'll be back for the last laps on this qualifying session. Yeah, in the chat, Discord chat, Ivo says, yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah, typical F1 things, getting stuck on a curb. Angel says, let's go racing again. It might just turn up the mic a bit, mate. So I don't know if maybe you think I'm talking too slow, like too low, I'm sorry, or I don't think it's some microphone problem. I always have it like this, I guess. So I don't know. I felt like I've been doing it like always, but anyway, we'll have a little look at that. I was stuck, and yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah, well, what we all know. So anyway, we will go now with the qualifying final minutes, and yeah, I don't know if I'm talking too low. I'll try to talk a bit louder maybe. So we going now into the final minutes of this qualifying session. Mirismela leads 1/10, no less than 1/10 ahead of Urbina. Urbina could be aiming there for a maiden pole position. I don't know if he has one on the league yet or not. Might be his chance to take the first one. But we're gonna go now with Charlie, who will be starting his final flying lap, coming into the line, and will now be going 6 seconds, sorry, 6 seconds lower than his previous lap. Here goes Charlie. He's gonna meet a lot of traffic there into turn 1, but I think he won't be bothered by it. No, he will be bothered there by the Williams. He will block there by the Williams. And that Williams, is it Mirismela? Yes, it is Mirismela. It is Mirismela who has blocked Charlie there on his attempt of... No, it wasn't Mirismela. It wasn't Mirismela, I think. It was Eul, if I'm not wrong. But both Williams really close to each other. And yeah, that's the end of Charlie's lap, unless he has the enough fuel to go for one more attempt, because time he will have, but he might run out of fuel though, so we will actually have to see. Now it is Elge who's moving aside. I think it was Elge. Yeah, it was Elge moving aside there from Charlie, who will be aiming out that final flying lap. I think Ben has just improved into 5th place on the session. Charlie, oh, and Evelsuk's out. Evelsuk is out, and he is, I think he has retired in the pit lane. I think Evelsuk has just retired in the pit lane. Cool Guy on an outlap right now. And here comes Yuri, who will start his final flying lap. He is one of the men that challenging for pole position. The man that's challenging for pole position, I'm sorry. Midas Mel as well has just started his lap. Urbina is on a lap as well. Following Urbina now into sector 1, and how much is he gonna do? Comes into a line. Urbina is just improving 27,000 of a second in sector 1. It's not like a big sector you could improve that. Oh, and Urbina's round. And that's the end. He tried to give it all to get his first pole position, and at the end ended in a spinner in second sector and will be out of contention now for pole position. Mirismela and Yuri still gonna go for it. Mirismela in the end of sector 2, almost in the end of sector 2, coming into the final DRS zone on the track. Into the straight he goes, and improving 80 thousandths of a second, trying to defend there his pole position. Yuri is also backed up out of this lap. He will not be improving. Cool Guy might have a chance though, at least maybe to aim for a second place on this qualifying session. Here comes Cool Guy into sector 2, and it's improving 1/10. Has this final sector 2 improved, and he trying to take second place today. He might have a little slip from out ahead of him. Mirismela misses by 4 thousandths of a second on improving, but he will hold into his all time. And I think we'll take pole position unless Cool Guy can do anything about it. Can he do it though? Coming into a line, and it's gonna be for Cool Guy. It's gonna be third place for Cool Guy, unable to defeat Urbina there. Urbina will hold into second place as well. Cool Guy does manage to defeat Yuri there for third. And it's gonna be Mirismela who will be in pole position for the Italian Grand Prix. I think he was in pole position as well last weekend, I'm not sure, but I think it was. Mirismela takes pole for the Italian Grand Prix. And now we are gonna have a really close race, I have to say, I think. With long DRS train. So we will now get started with the main race, the main event at Monza, the Temple of Speed. Of course, 27 laps, but it's gonna be a very short race. Monza, I think, is the fastest race in all the calendar because it's, well, pure straights at the most, and yeah, laps go flying even though the track is longer than other tracks. So yeah, it's gonna be, I think, a quick race today, like it usually is at Monza. And to see the tire strategies, the top 4 are actually today on mediums. Benny and Charlie on hards. Big Boy and Mosquito are on mediums as well. Then Evil Soup and Angel on hards. Freestaller on mediums. Eat My Dust on softs. Matt on mediums. Oh, and that spinner there from Matt, I think. Elge on soft, BB on hard. Finally BB starting on P15, might give us a good show there from that position on the grid. Weird on hards, Arin and Womax, well, Arin on hards, Womax on mediums. Juventino on hards and Ivo is on medium tires. So you can see split strategies through all the grid, but this time the top 4 have decided to start on medium set of tires. And we will soon get going with the race. Vidismela starts on pole, Everbina on second place. Who will be leading after turn 1? The lights are coming out now. And it's lights out and away we go. And Urbina, I think, has got not a good start really. No, actually Vidismela's got a terrible start. Urbina takes the lead of the race. Cool Guy is trying to make the move around the outside. And he closes the gap. Whoa, what was that? What was that? That was a massive disaster there. Yuri full sending into turn 1. I don't know where he wanted to brake. He totally destroyed a lot of was playing bowling into turn 1, I think. And that is Urbina down into 14th place. Cool Guy into the lead of the race. Vidismela will hold into second of the race. And Yuri is down to last place and in the wall. What a mega disaster there that turn 1 was. Well, that was a mega disaster, and I think I have to say you don't usually see that in PAFR. I know there have been accidents in PAFR in the past, but not as bad as that one. But in my opinion, that was a massive miss of brakes there into turn 1. I don't know what was that anyway. But it's left Cool Guy in the lead of the race, and I feel the worst, I think, for Urbina, because he had a really good chance today, and now has fallen down into 12th place, 11th place now the race, fighting against Weird there. 3 wide going into Parabolica, and it's gonna be Urbina who's gonna make it ahead. And look at Ivo, started last, and is already up into 12th place. He's made up, what, 8 places there, and Cool Guy is now losing the lead to Vidismela. Vidismela is taking the lead of the race. Cool Guy is gonna send it down the inside. Well, but I think actually I have to say that fault for Urbina's crash is actually... Oh, Cool Guy's round, Cool Guy's round. Cool Guy's round on his own, I think. Yeah, what I was gonna say, I think Urbina's crash, Urbina's spin was Cool Guy's fault there, because I think he closed the door, tried to dive it by the outside and ended up closing the door on Urbina, and that made him spin when he was leading the race into turn 1. And now, well, Cool Guy is spun on his own and is falling down into 16th place, so I think it definitely wasn't one of the cleanest starts of a PAFR race in a lot of ways. Charlie's falling down now, plays, I think he spun it or someone spun him. And yeah, you can see once again, not a clean start at all of the race, and now the timing is glitched for me. I see Vidismela is leading by 1 minute and 23 ahead of, I think it's actually Freestaller in that place, I think he is, but I think the times should be getting updated when crossing the start-finish line. Actually, Freestaller is there. Freestaller and Eat My Dust are actually there. Well, absolute disaster start of the race today. Yeah, now the timer is good, and what is Yuri doing? Yuri is slowing down. BB now getting past Mosquito. BB on a good fight buyback for him. What was that? Mosquito literally slammed the brakes there on track. What happened there? Anyway, Vidismela leads now. kind of say a bit of a comfortable lead because Freestaller seems to lose the DRS and he's gone now. Mid-Mel I think will start pulling away unless Freestaller can't do anything about it. He will get it on and Urbina's round. Urbina is round. Urbina is down into 17th place and is gonna be overtaken by Matt there. Angel as well, 19th place for Urbina. Total nightmare. The qualifying was mega for him and now the race has just gone from bad to worse. And now it's Charlie, the other Mercedes. No, it's Cool Guy. Cool Guy and Urbina. The guys on Cool Guy now has no front wing. Cool Guy has no front wing. That's a BSC. That's gonna be a BSC. Someone gonna aim for a stop now in these conditions, I have to ask. I don't think they will do. Mela will stay out. Maybe it might ask some stop. No, he wants to keep going. Yeah, it's actually really early to stop. Anyway, whatever, it's just a BSC. Mela leads the pack. Freestaller in second place. Eat My Dust on third. Big Boy on P4, Ben on P5, Elch on P6 on soft tires. Beavis already up in 7th of the race. I think Beavis looking good for a P2 finish at least. I'm not sure if he will have the pace to catch up with Mela with no safety cars. Urbina is in the pit lane, Cool Guys in the pit lane, Angels in the pit lane as well. And Yuri, I don't know what Yuri gonna do now. Possibly just gonna wait for a safety car. Mela now leads comfortably by 2 seconds. Meanwhile, BB will look to try and get past Elch. But Elch has the DRS on Ben, and yeah, there's the DRS train, so it's not gonna be an easy job for BB to get ahead of these guys. So yeah, I think Mela has to win on the back in normal conditions. Nothing will bother him there at the lead of the race. And the move they're going with Ivo and Weird. Ivo, the man that started last and is now already up into 9th place. I'm gonna be definitely looking into this man for the rest of the Grand Prix. He is now made it into the top 10 in less than 5 laps of racing. He's now going to be put under pressure by Weird once again, I think, into a main straight car. Now he's going to have the DRS, but actually Ivo's going to wheel a bit on the straight, using a bit of the DRS to stay ahead into the main straight. I think he didn't really need to do that, but he's done it anyway. Mela 2.7 ahead of Freestaller, who's gonna keep pulling away. Oh, and actually something happened to Ivo. Oh, I talked too early. Ivo is round and round, and with the other Red Bull Avarian. Yeah, horrible then for Ivo, who was looking good. I don't know if that was a spinner or what exactly it was, but I threw him down 14th place and down. And yeah, not a good moment there. Oh, and that is BBO, that's Ben on the wall. That's Ben on the wall. Down into 8th. I don't know if that was a spinner on his own or not. And, well, that's gonna give BB 1 place. 1 more place for BB there. Still will need to clear out. And there is a yellow. I'm surprised there hasn't been a single DNF yet after all the accidents that have been going on. Oh, mistake by Elch there, and that's gonna allow BB through. But actually he's gonna have some DRS here. He might have to, well, he's Mela's teammate. He definitely needs to do something there for his teammate. He's done nothing. Yeah, he's done nothing for the teammate there. Just made a mistake into parabolic exit, I think, and that will allow BB to go through. And yeah, he could have tried to hold him for a bit more, as you know. Mela's teammate, so possibly would like to try and gain some time for him on the lead of the race. So BB is gonna be the real rival for Mela today. Orange penalty for corner cutting. More incidents keep going on there at the back of the grid. Mela leads the back, 3.8 seconds ahead of Eat My Dust on the soft set of tires. Once again, another yellow flag, and I think this is gonna be tendency in the rest of the race. Safety car. Why is there even a safety car? There's no big crash I see. Well, let's go through the grid, and that safety car is definitely gonna mix up stuff. Totally unnecessary. There's nothing that's actually happened there. Why is the Bronx... Oh, the safety car. Anyway, I think Mirismela should be making his stop for hard tires now. Yeah, he's coming in. It's Monza. The tires are definitely gonna last to the end. Everyone's actually gonna be doing the same. Bibi will actually have to stay out. Bibi will stay out to take the lead of the race. And that might be a disadvantage if there's not gonna be a later safety car. He's gonna be dropping a lot of places when he has to make his stop later. Juventino Evelsuk also on hards have stayed out. I think even the mediums could make it to the end at this point, but well, that's up to them. Mirismela Arin also staying out. Mirismela's been really lucky to come out on 5th. He just needs to clear the 4 guys ahead, and he'll be back into his leading place. By the other hand, Idmai does falling down a bit more places into 8th. But I think those hards those mediums can take them to the end, especially with the safety car. He'll be able to save some tires there. But once again, I have to say the inconsistency of this game. A safety car when it wasn't really needed. I think there could have been a safety car for lap 1 crash or any stuff, and I think therefore just a minimal thing. It's coming out, so once again a big inconsistency thereby thrown out to us by Codemasters and EA. So yeah, unnecessary safety car to mix stuff on the race at the moment. That's Yuri who, well, he was waiting for that of course, and he will now be going for hards to the end of the race. He just needs to not be lapped, and I think he won't be lapped. I guess safety car is gonna be staying out for 1 more lap. Definitely 1 more lap. And we are gonna get going now. BB will relaunch the race, and I think it's already gone. I think he has already gone in 7 tenths already ahead of Juventino on the exit of Firewall. He's almost gonna make it 1 second there. And we'll start pulling away now. No need for him to weave, always trying to warm up the tires. So Mirismela will now need to clear up the 4 guys ahead of him. Well, 3 guys which have Contin BB that might still have good pace on those old tires. But I think Mirismela won't have much of an issue here. A little things going on the back here. It might dust defending there from Freestyler. Freestyler is looking finally to go for a move by the outside, even on the hard tires. He's managed to make it. And Freestyler has a time penalty, a 5-second time penalty. I guess that is for spitting on the pit lane or something. Whatever. BB leads only 4 tenths ahead of Juventino. Something's happened there. Something's definitely happened there. They are already like around second gap, and now Juventino is just the back of him. Maybe Juventino does have to face today to challenge BB maybe? Because I really don't think he was that high on the grid. How much is he in grid? Actually made up 17 places. Maybe just a bad qualifying because he doesn't look to have bad pace at all. Mirismela will be looking to get past Womack. Womack stars won't last for long. I don't know what's the reason Womack stayed out to mediums. He could have definitely pitted there. BB leads 7 tenths ahead of Juventino. Juventino doing a great job sticking into the DRS. Even that BB has also used some of the CRS to pull a bit away, but he hasn't been able to. Mirismela looking at the back of Womack. He will try and go for that move as soon as he can. Braking really late, he's gonna miss a big chicane there, and he's gonna lose a little time. There. Battle going on here. Itmaidas is down into 15th place. That's not good for him. That leaves Freestyler ahead by far, and yeah, Itmaidas didn't have a good relaunch there. Irina now making the move on Itmaidas around the outside. Irina still looking to save this race. Still has a chance. Oh, and Mirismela has lost the place to Arin. Mirismela has lost the place to Arin. There goes into the chicane. And Freestyler is going to try and make a move on Ben, but has to back up out of it. I don't know what's happened to Mirismela there, but he has lost to Arin. But I think now with this litter, he will be retaking that place. Or maybe not. He won't be retaking the place here. And that is definitely going to cost him some time against the leaders. Now he has to clear Arin as well. And it's making this race just more and more interesting. Freestyler getting ahead of Ben there into the final corner. Freestyler already in 7th place of the race. Mirismela now gets the move done without the DRS. But he has used all of his DRS, I guess, there, almost all of it. Meanwhile, Urbina trying to charge through the field as well, trying to save this race as much as... Oh, McLaren issue there. McLaren issue there. What was that? Once again, turn 1 incident. Typical around Monza. And look at that, those cars, they're all like 5 side by side there. Almost the same place. Now, how is that gonna end? Matt is ahead. Ivo goes there. Ivo's gonna try and make the move round the outs. Whoa, what did you do, Ivo? What was that? Why didn't you didn't back off of that? Urbina trying to make it down the inside of Big Boy. Big Boy's light is flashing. I think Urbina might have a little look there with full DRS. He's gonna go by the outside and we'll get the move done against the hard tires that Big Boy has. Matt gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Charlie is on some... Oh, there's a spinner there. There's a spinner. There's someone in the wall. There's someone in the wall. That's Ivo. That's Ivo off and with... I think his wing got saved. His wing got saved there. Mirismela still unable to get past Womack. Womack is making it really hard there for Mirismela. Womack is getting ahead of Abelsuk. Abelsuk on the hard maybe it will be easier for Mirismela to get ahead of Abelsuk to get ahead of Womack. We will see. Battle keeps going on here in here. Urbina's already made it up into 13th place of the race. Really enjoyable battles throughout the field, but though also not really clean driving today. Mirismela gets past Abelsuk. I think the not that clean driving is just a thing of many times of Monza. I think Monza, even in the eSports, you could see some not really clean moves going on in, well, in the eSports some days ago. So yeah, I think it's a Monza thing. It's a track that invites you to be aggressive, of course, and well, many times, fortunately, ends in accidents. Middlesbrough now will have it more easy to get ahead of Womack now with Womack with no DRS to defend himself into the main straight. Actually, Womack got a good pass there through the Scary chicane. And now, but Middlesbrough I think will have a good look there into turn 1 and will get the move done as fast as he can. Here comes Arin on Ebbelsuit, Charlie also there, Charlie on soft and fresh soft tires. Definitely gonna be getting ahead of Ebbelsuit. Ebbelsuit slows down and Ebbelsuit is gonna be going into pit lane. Ebbelsuit will be going into the pit lane there. Charlie down the inside of Arin will get the move done. Not even a move I should be looking that much at, I think, because with soft tires he's definitely gonna be making it anyway. And now might have a little look at Middlesbrough. We'll see. Freestaller does get past Arin there into the exit of turn 2, I guess, or turn 3. Middlesbrough now will be closing the gap, and Juventino battle for second is gonna be on there, and I think Juventino won't be able to do much. Elge gets stopped by Arin there. Elge gets stopped by Arin there. I think it was Arin that tapped him. And that will send Elge, who was doing a really good race, down into 7th place. The grid was really close, and I think it was Arin who tapped him. I don't think it was someone else. Urbina moves up into 8th place. What a good fight-back race for Urbina there. After the nightmare start, he's finally managed to save something there and is up into 8th place. Still aiming for a good result today. Middlesbrough has made it already at the back of Juventino, both with no ERS. But it is gonna be, I guess, Middlesbrough who will be making the move on. Not yet, I think he will be making it into the next lap. Freestaller gets ahead of, well, Charlie comes into a pit lane. That will give Urbina another place. I'm really following Urbina's race today. And by the way, sadly, Ivo has still not able to improve a single place from his position on the grid. Started 20th, he put himself in the top 10 in the first lap, but now down into 20th place, 47 seconds behind Womack. So yeah, not a good race for Ivo as well. And once again, I'm totally surprised after all the accidents, there's not a single DNF, which I think it's very lucky to say. So Middlesbrough now will be on the attack of Juventino. Will he get the move done in here, or is he gonna wait to the main straight? I think he will wait to the main straight. He's too far to make it into the next corner. Into Ascari, and then it's gonna be the chase for Bibi, but Bibi still has to make the stop, of course. But still, he will want to drag that gap as much as he can anyway. He doesn't want to be that far with Bibi coming with fresh medium tires or even fresh softs in the final laps of this race. Yuri picks up a penalty there. And we have Urbina now at the back of Matt. Urbina looking for make one more place today. Meanwhile, Middlesbrough in the battle for second of the race. I think Juventino won't even try to fight this one hard. Middlesbrough gets past and into second of the race. 3 seconds behind BB. Battle for first place of the race is now gonna be on. I think Middlesbrough will be definitely subtracting some time there. Ben and Yuri come into pit lane, and here goes Arin trying to make the corner with Angel with fresher tires. Arin has not made his stop yet, and Angel will come ahead of Arin. No, Arin actually will come ahead of Angel there in 9th place. Arin has now the inside line. Angel will have to send one round the outside if he wants to get this one done. And once again they're gonna tangle here into the chicane, and actually Cool Guy is gonna throw. Oh, Cool Guy in the wall! Cool Guy in the wall! Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna end really well. Ended up there colliding with Angel in what was almost gonna be a 3 wide into that chicane, and ended up with Cool Guy in the wall and broke in the front wing. Middlesbrough meanwhile trying to subtract the gap from BB, but hasn't been able to really. 3.1 is still it, and we'll see if it will go down. I think it's starting to go a bit down, though actually once again back to 3.1. But with BB, of course, still having to make the stop. Midas Mela has a safe win there on the back. And if my Dust will now be making a place there on, and I think Angel has also damage. Does Angel have damage? Well, let's find out. I think he does, or just simply didn't. I think he didn't, or did he? BB leads 2.9 ahead of Midas Mela. Juventino tried to stick into the DRS of Midas Mela for a couple of times, but he couldn't at the end. Meanwhile, Urbina has also not been able to get ahead of Matt. Matt on the hard, I think will have a little advantage in the coming laps. But Urbina has not been using the CRS, so he's gonna be saving some for a further attack. Of the guys ahead, it's BB and Juventino still have to make their stops. None of them have yet done it. BB is still staying out. Juventino coming in is not. Someone is, and that is Mosquito. Mosquito coming into the pit lane. And here comes Urbina, who is now going to be attacking Matt, who has no DRS to defend himself. Next step, we'll possibly try and go for freestyle rift. He can do it. Meanwhile, in the battle for the lead, Midas Mela trying to close it into BB. 2.7 is the gap now. Hasn't fallen down massively, but still, it's a good fraction of time there. Little battle going on here. I think Arin is also coming out of the pit lane. Cool Guy is down into 19th place. Urmax is going to be battling Mosquito there for 13th off the race. I think there's not much of a battle right now on track, far from a couple here. And I don't know why Urbina's saving that much DRS. I think this is the perfect chance to try and get Matt, because if not, Matt is going to have DRS on Freestyler, and that will mean he is going to have more issues to get ahead of him. I think he should start deploying that DRS, that battery into the main straight. What is he waiting for? He's gonna be doing it now. So Juventino is in the pit lane. Juventino is in the pit lane now. On fresh soft tires. What I was expecting, yeah, stop on fresh softs. To go to the end of the race is definitely possible. And look at that, Midas Mela has lost time to BB, even though BB has used the CRS, Midas Mela has not used the CRS, that's the reason. So I guess this might be an in-lap for BB. He is, yeah, he might even be undercutted there by Juventino if he stays out that too much. Now it's Midas Mela who cracks the gap once again, and it's gonna be Matt attacking Freestyler now. Both drivers with penalties. Urbina hasn't been really aggressive on this two yet. He's been saving a lot of DRS. He wants to just defend for the final laps maybe. He knows that, for example, BB is gonna come fast, and here I think is the moment for Urbina to try and get the two of them. Both on hard setup tires. BB finally making a stop. Where is he gonna fall down now? And here comes Urbina, is gonna try and get the move done on this two. Urbina will try and get now ahead of one of these two at least. Battle coming there into turn one. The hash of Freestyler is gonna go there. Urbina sends it down the inside, but he cannot get that move done. That's what I said. He should have tried to get past Matt before when it was easier to do. And BB has fallen now down into 8th of the race. Charlie might be getting ahead of him. Charlie gets ahead of him, and that is a spinner there from, I think it was Cool Guy, I guess. Yeah, Cool Guy definitely. BB, meanwhile, 5 tenths behind Charlie. Charlie might be doing a job here for Arena if they are working as teammates. Because now is, yeah, he's gonna have the fresher tires and we'll try to aim here for finishing, maybe making up some places here, but it's gonna be really hard with the laps remaining. It's gonna be really hard with the laps remaining. Meanwhile, Urbina still struggling once again. That's why I said he should have deployed that battery before, and he didn't. There's a yellow flag on sector 2, I don't know who that is. Elge now making a move on it, my gosh. Elge gets P5. Even after the incident with Farin, it's not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. So now Big Megas will have a fight back on him. Urbina looking today really good to finish this race on a P2. I'm definitely gonna put him as my driver of the day if you give me his pick, cause, well, was destroyed there on turn 1. And look at him now, he's battling for the podium once again for a none other of a P2 finish. P2 finish after all the struggles. That is Iowa round, that is Iowa round. Yeah, I think Urbina has nothing to worry about really. The only one that we could put in danger his position would be BB. In terms of pace, and he's more than 11 seconds behind, and with the laps remaining, even if he's faster, he will definitely not be making it there. Midas Melody is comfortably 4.8 seconds ahead of Matt. Freestyler comes in third. Urbina on fourth, just sitting there waiting for the precise moment to go for the move. Hasn't gone for it yet. BB now sets the fastest lap of the race and will try and chase for Big Boy's 7th place. I think BB could be aiming today for a P5 finish at least. Big Boy and Elge battling here out of the exit of turn 3. If I'm not wrong, this one is still 3, I think it is. Wanna make it 3 wide into the chicane. This went good before. She's gonna go the wrong way this time as well. That's made BB get caught as well there into P8 of the race behind this guys. Charlie, BB's left the session. BB has left the session, and that is gonna make it even worse. BB will be losing a lot of points this time to Midas Mel. I don't know if it really matters at this point, but yeah, BB out of the lobby, and yeah, that's definitely gonna be costing him some points today. That's definitely gonna be costing him a lot of points. Again. Oh! Massive accident! Mega crash! Elge is out! That might actually save BB if that is gonna be a safety car, and it will be! It will be a safety car. That might save BB if he's able to rejoin the lobby. But what was that? What was that? Eat My Dust is coming into the pit lane. BB is back into the lobby. Midas Mela has stayed out. That I think, yeah, oh yeah, the safety car hasn't really caught him yet, so yeah, he's gonna have a chance to pit in the next lap. What's the penalty? This guy's ahead of him. Oh, 5 seconds for freestyle or 6 seconds for Matt. Midas Mela should definitely pit. I'm calling it. He should definitely 100% be pitting for softs. Has nothing to lose at all if he does, so I think he will still get ahead. Well, there's 2 guys with penalties ahead of him, and Arena will be on older medium tires. I think it's more of a risk not to pit than to pit at this point. So we're still gonna have, I think, 1 or 2 laps of DRS. We'll have to find out now, is Midas Mela gonna be pitting? I think he definitely should be. But no, he's staying out. He's staying out. Is Matt coming in? No, he is not. Freestyler is coming in. Urbina is coming in. And that might have just been a thrown away of the win there by Mirismela by staying out on old tires. I think he should have 100% pitted there. But he's now gonna have a little shield there that could be Matt. Urbina is gonna be ahead in third. He's gonna make it into third. Bibi is also pitted. Juventino staying out on old medium tire, soft tires. I'm sorry. Bibi is gonna be falling down into 9th place. Kulga gets a 3-second lane penalty on the safety car. I think this might even be an Urbina or a Juventino win. Keep an eye on this. It's gonna be an epic final laps of this race. It's gonna be a tiny sprint. I think the safety car is gonna be going out. Maybe not. I think Mirismela might still have this one there. Well, we'll have to find out. And the safety car will be going out on this lap. We'll restart the race on old hard tires. There's gonna be 2 laps of racing. He will have to survive the soft runners. Mirismela's done a really good restart, and here comes Matt as well. Or there was a back marker there in middle. There was the back marker of Ben, I guess. And Juventino will now be on the charge. Actually, Urbina's on the charge. Down the inside, sends it Urbina. And into turn 2 they go. Who will stay ahead? Urbina has the outsider. Juventino has the inside. Urbina has the fresher tires. Both battling here for the podium. But Urbina, I think, has got the better straight line speed. Urbina takes third of the race. Now he needs to make up 2 more places if he wants this win. If he wants this win, he will have to make up 2 more places. We're battling against Mosquito. Oh, massive crash, massive crash. We're this in the wall. We're this in the wall. Bibi's gonna make it up to 2 places thanks to that. This is also important for the championship. Here comes Urbina. Here comes Urbina. He might be still the winner of this race. He comes on fresh stuff. It's gonna be an epic definition of the race into the final lap. 1 lap to go. Still 1 lap and a bit more to go. Here comes Urbina around the outside. That's why I said Mirismela should have definitely pitted. Mirismela now has to give it all. He's 1 second ahead of Urbina. Can he survive a 1 lap battle to the line? Soft 2 lap old soft versus 20 lap old hard tires. 3 lap old soft, I'm sorry, but still a big disadvantage for Mirismela. Final lap of the race. Who is gonna be your winner today? Is it gonna be Urbina? Is it gonna be Mirismela? Might it even be someone else? Due to the craziness of this race, Orange made it up into 9th of the race. Weird loss of 5 seconds penalty for spinning in the pit and has retired. In rage definitely, because there was just 1 lap to go. Urbina now coming into second sector. I think this is the sector where he can gain more time on Mirismela. Mirismela will be giving it all to survive this attack. I think Urbina's final chance will be where he overtook Matt on the previous lap. Mirismela leads Urbina in second place with VRS. I think this battle will be done in favor of Urbina, but without it, it's gonna be a battle to the line. Who will be winning this Italian Grand Prix? Mirismela out of VRS. Urbina still has a bit more to deploy. Into Ascari they go, and into the exit. Thus, Urbina gonna be able to do it. Is Mirismela gonna be taking the win today? Mirismela has to throw his car into the inside line. Who will be taking victory today at Monza? Side by side they go. They make contact in Urbina's round. Urbina's round and Mirismela's round as well. Who is gonna win the race? Aside that it could have been someone else. It's gonna be Freestyler. Freestyler wins the race. Freestyler wins the race. Charlie in second, Juventino in third, BB in P4, Itmai Dawson P5, Arvin on P6, Matt on P7, Evelsuk on 8th, and Urbina from what could have been a win ends up being a P9 finish for, and Mirismela could also have won the race, and that's why I said it should have definitely pitted for softs. He's gonna finish in 10th. A mega nightmare there for the 2 race leaders, just 1 corner before the end of this race. What a massive disaster there, and Freestyler takes a win out of nowhere there. Well, best race of the season? Possibly, maybe. Who knows? I think with Spain that was also a good one. Could be possibly the best race of the season. We got Freestyler starting 11th, finishing in first place. Charlie on 6th and finished second. Juventino started 19th and finished P3. I think I could get Urbina driver of the day, but I'm not sure if he was at fault in that accident, final accident, but yeah. Well, final lap crash, and as I said, someone else could win it. I didn't just put it into those two, and I knew what I said, why I said that. And well, time said I was right in supposing that someone else could win it, and at the end it ended up being that way. Freestyler wins, Charlie in second, Juventino in third. BB finally managed to save a P4 finish, and well, I have to say, BB was saved massively by that final safety car that I still don't know how exactly happened. I just saw there was a little crash ahead and Neuge ended up in the wall and retiring. But what I know is there are going to be a lot of Stewart reports today, so we'll see how this actually ends up. But anyway, that's been all for today. Next weekend there's the League versus League, so we'll be meeting back in 2 weeks time for round 13. So thanks to all for being with us, and goodbye.